I could understand that Democrats would ask for a special session, and Cameron, Governor Abbott's not going to grant it. Let's just be absolutely clear on that. Republicans are leery of any kind of gun control measure. As you probably know, they passed constitutional carry in the last legislative session, in which you don't need a concealed carry permit to carry a weapon.
0 to 100% chance that there's a special session. What would you say?
Zero chance. He's not going to do it. But realistically speaking, Governor Abbott is not going to call a special session. By the way, Governor Abbott didn't call a special session for COVID-19. I mean, Republicans are very leery of special sessions. To be honest with you, most Texans probably don't want some of the things that the Democrats want. Now, we'll get a test of sorts this fall when Beto O'Rourke goes against Governor Abbott, and Beto is clearly on record for many, if not all, of these reforms, and Governor Abbott will be against many, if not all of them. So, I mean, Texans can vote for their governor in November, and they'll have a clear choice between a Democrat and Republican who are quite different politically. And I'm going to tell you, the feeling is that Abbott's going to win and win comfortably. Now, I mean, I think, you know, if I were Beto O'Rourke, I would have done what he did. I mean, you got to stand up, frankly, make a scene. It's a sad cycle. There's a shooting, and then sort of general outrage and discuss, and what can we do? Now, the state of Florida, which is run by conservative Republicans, by the way, they passed a red flag law after the Parkland shooting in 2018. It's not inconceivable that other conservative states, like possibly Texas, could also pass a red flag law, which is where if someone gets on Facebook and says, hey, I'm going to shoot up a high school, you can say, oh my God, this guy has to be stopped, and police or a judge can intervene. There are some things Congress can do on a nationwide basis. In the early 1990s, there was a ban on assault weapons, and it expired after 10 years. So they can do something like that. But again, several states, at least 10 or so, have passed red flag laws. So it's not as if these states have to wait for Congress to do something. There are many, many things states can do on their own. Some states have banned the purchase of handguns and or rifles by those under 21. Senator Cornyn has said, I'm going to try to find some bipartisan consensus in Congress on some type of gun laws. And you got to understand from the start, if they do anything, it won't be a whole lot, but it would be something. So yeah, we'll see. Cameron, you just saw the Canadian Prime Minister has proposed a ban on all sales or transfers of handguns in his country. And Second Amendment supporters down here look at that and they think, oh wow, we don't want that, you know. So we got to dig in our heels. We can't compromise. Cameron, that's a weird kind of byproduct of tragedies. That when a shooting happens, people think they either think, hey, I've got to protect myself, so I'm going to buy a gun, or they'll think, like as you just said, oh my gosh, Congress or the state legislature is going to get ready to reduce my ability to buy a gun, so I got to buy one now. Well, I still can, even though that's probably not the case, but that's how people think. But yes, gun sales, ironically, tend to increase after a tragedy like this. You used to have a few Republicans who were not extreme conservatives. You used to have some Democrats who were not extreme liberals. And there are a few of them still in Congress and maybe the state legislature. But Cameron, both parties are going to the edge. Democrats are going to the left, and Republicans are going to the right. And there's not much of a middle ground, even though I might add, most voters are in the middle ground.